Hey, this is Phil Lilley, Lilley's Landing Resort Marina, Lake Taney, Como. Going to do one cast this evening. It's Tuesday, the 11th of July. Just got back from Alaska last night. Megan and Jimmy, my daughter and son-in-law, went with me for the last 5 days. They were up first time to Alaska. They had wonderful weather and great fishing. The day before they got there, the weather really cleared up. It was rainy and in the 50s almost the whole time I was up there, except when they came up. And anytime the sun comes out up there for any amount of time, the temperature shoots up. So it was around 70 those days, which is pretty hot for up there. But it was nice. It was really nice. I understand fishing has been pretty good. Dwayne had a trip this morning, kind of did the same thing he told you about yesterday. Went up and drifted egg flies, San Juan worms, and a shad fly and caught some fish. They did not work on the extracting the cars today, so the water ran about a half unit most of the day. I think they kicked it up to a full unit. Now it's back down to a half. Ryan, I think, found out that whoever was going to come in and take the cars out forgot the inflatable bags that they're going to float the cars up with. So maybe tomorrow. We'll see. We're going to try to get some pictures and video of that operation. I did a lot of jig fishing when I was up there. I have some, not Lilley spin rods, but I've got some TFO spin rods up there. And 1/8 ounce jigs, black and sculpin and ginger. And normally they throw streamers because the rainbows are feeding on baby salmon or schmolt that are swimming from the lake to the ocean down our river. They swim down in big schools, and the rainbows come up and bust on them like on the surface. And so a lot of guys will throw schmolt flies, but I just throw this 4-pound line, 1/8 ounce jigs. They do have some black leeches in the river. And I caught a lot of fish, but I think my biggest rainbow is 28 inches. But a lot of rainbows between 14 and 24 inches. It was a lot of fun, especially on this light line and light rod. Nobody really else does that up there. None of the guides want to mess with it because most of them are fly fishers. We also caught them on gitsits, which is something else that's different. Dwayne told me about those several years ago, and we get the colors that look like a schmolt, so about the same size. I think the biggest rainbow caught was John Moore, a friend of mine from Springfield that went, and he had a 31 1/4 inch rainbow that he caught on a gitsit. So, and lots and lots of salmon. So of course the sockeye run is going on. We catch a lot of sockeye, and also the king run on the Naknek River where we are was really good. So I went one day and hooked several jacks, landed a couple, and didn't really get anything that big. We weren't in the river very long. We went up in a little place called Big Creek. But one of the guys that went with us, friend of mine from the Houston area, he caught a 34-inch king, I think it was, about 15, 16 pounds. But they've been catching them up to 40 pounds in that Big Creek. So gonna throw, I think this is a 1/16 ounce. I actually meant to put on a 3/32 ounce, but it's black. Yeah, that's 16. So I'm gonna have to work it kind of slow. So I have been jig fishing while I've been gone, so I'm not out of practice. We stay at Naknek River Camp. Been staying up there since 2006. It's kind of a guy's camp, a little rough around the edges, but for the price and what you get, it's a great value. I think it's $3,000 for 7 nights. You get a guide every day. You get food, big breakfast, box lunch, and big dinner at night. And you can catch some fantastic fish. Depending on when you go, dictates what you catch. Catch rainbows just about any time. The Naknek is famous for big trophy rainbows. Right now they're not super fat because they got to work for those baby salmon. But later on in the season, August, September, even October, those rainbows are feeding on salmon eggs when they start laying them in August. And then later on, when the salmon start dying and their bodies and their flesh start coming apart, they'll start eating the flesh that's flowing down. And boy, they probably put on 30–40% more body weight. And these are rainbows. They don't go to the ocean. They're not steelhead. They stay in the lake in the winter, the Naknek Lake. And then silvers will run in August. They get a fair silver run, not great, but enough silvers to catch. And of course, they're bigger than sockeye. So I've already posted a couple of videos on my YouTube page, and I'll post some links to those videos, and I'm gonna probably post a couple more and some pictures. So if you're interested, go look at some good fish pictures. Oh, and we saw a lot of bears, of course. Bears are always fun. Ooh. Catching fish is fun too. Cool. That jig did not fall very far, so maybe that's a key. Maybe they're up higher in the water column now, so I'll have to keep an eye on that. Thanks for watching. See you tomorrow.